Ooh, that was a little awkward on the swing there. All right, here he comes. This one's rough bound, I think. Okay, we've found your friend here in the deep rough. Let's see how he does. And the ball's above your feet as you set this one up, and that'll have a tendency to make it go a little bit to the right, so you might want to compensate. All right, here's your friend. He's setting up in the green side sand. To go. And this putt's around 11 feet out, so it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Oh. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. Boom, in there and winning the hole in the process. Well done. And you are one up after the first hole of this match. All right, par 4 here on the 11th hole. I think we're heading to the sand here. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Oops, out of bounds with that one. Okay, second shot on the 11th. And that approach was a bit wayward. Okay, careful on this one. We're in the green side rough. Oh man, you hate to see those ones go by. You have a very long putt ahead of you here. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the right. All right, you did most of the work. And we'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. Ooh. And this putt for the double. Well, not enough muscle into that one. Back to all square if they sink this putt. And that's going to drop, and he will win this hole. And the 12th hole is a par 4. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Oh, nice. Catching some extra yards on the downslope here. Let's see it run. Well, that'll work for you. And this shot's about 175 yards out. All right, second shot on the 12th. Well, unfortunately, we missed the green here. Ooh, nicely done on the chip shot. And this putt's going to put him one up. I think this one's going left to right. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. All right, you need this to save par. Let's drop this in. Okay, if he sinks this, he'll have the hole. And that putt safely in its home. And that hole's halved. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 3. Here's their 8-iron. Oh, let's see what you can do on this one. And from 33 feet. This one's breaking left to right. Oh, look at this thing. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. Oh. And this is his look at a par putt. And that will go. Here we go. Tapper on in. And we'll head on to the next hole. Okay, that hole is going to be halved. Next is the 14th hole. This one's a par 5. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Shots at the fairway bound. And here we go. This is his second shot. And I don't think there's enough on this one from the sand. We've got about 2:15 to go from here. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. This putt looks like it's going uphill to the right. This next putt will be for his birdie. It's breaking to the left, I think. And this putt drops. You can go one up. This one's going hard to the right. And a 15-footer for him. I think this one's going left to right. Oh. And he's staring in the face of a bogey here. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. And you're one up for the match after that one. Here comes hole number 15. This one could end up in the rough, not sure though. And you just barely managed to roll that into the second cut. Unfortunate. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. Second shot here on the 15th. Just missed the chip. And if they sink this putt, we'll be back to all square. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Yeah, looks like he's put it on a good line here. Not a bad result from that distance. 5 feet left to go. Ooh, easy Tiger. Oh my, that went off the green, unfortunately. Great chip shot there, pure. That's pure. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. And we are all square after that hole. And now, number 16, it's a par 3. They're going with the 5 iron here. All right, interested to see what you have in store for us here. That's too bad. Okay, second shot here on the 16th. All right, this is your fourth shot. That's safe. And there's a little bit of a fancy chip. That guy just found the hole. And now for the par 4, 17th. Well, this tee shot should work. Okay, give this a smash. Oh yeah, I'll approve that. Okay, let's see what he does here. He's around 205 yards out. This one's heading to the long grass. And this one's around 175 yards out. Ooh, I think you're a bit firm on this one. Hang on. I'm not done yet. This one's coming back. It might play. And a 7-foot putt for him. Ooh. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. All right, you're going to win the hole now that your opponent has conceded the putts. Let's see what happens here. We got a long par 4 for this one. Oh, too bad. We just barely made our way into the second cut. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Let's be careful getting out of here. Might not get all the distance you want in the deep stuff. Nice stroke. We're on the green. And from the deep stuff. And look at what he's left himself here. This is quite a putt to have. Looks like he's put it on a good line. And from there, not a bad result. And it comes down to this: sink it and win it. This starts off pretty straight and then goes a bit to the left. Well, this one's looking okay. Oh, and the putt won't go down. All right, this match is going to go in, and as that goes down, we are going to go to one extra playoff hole. Can't wait to see you win it there. Okay, here we go. This is the final playoff hole of this match. You got to win here. If you tie still, we're going to give the win to whoever's closest to the pin off the tee. All right, let's see how he does. Here's a look at their 5-iron. Okay, now that the tee shots are done and we know we aren't closest to the pin, we got to hunker down and just win this by score. He almost dropped the chip. And this putt to win in the playoff. Okay, I see what we're doing here. We got a break to the right and then a break to the left in this putt. All right, here's what you got left for par. And he's got this to win in a playoff. And with that, he's gonna take the win in the playoff. Unfortunate. Well, that's gonna do it for me. It was fun. It was exciting to follow you through this playoff affair. It's just too bad you didn't pull out the win in the end, but that's all right. We'll get them next time. Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Things are going to happen for us today. I got a feeling. Get going. Hopefully you have a good one out there. Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. They've gone with the 6-iron on this one. see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. All right, if they sink this, they're going to go one up. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, no, it's right by the hole. Now this from 13 feet. And that one will drop. Okay, if you sink this, you can have the hole. This one's on a good line. Nicely done. We're in there for the par. And after that one, we are all square. Here we go on the 11th. Well, that won't do, will it? Okay, out of the rough, and this might not be enough. Setting up with a sandy old lie. And this one is from way, way out. This putt's downhill and breaking to the left. Oh, almost in there. And they will go to one up if they sink this putt. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. Okay, this is what they've left themselves for the par. Just a little 3-footer left for this one. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And teeing it up now on the 12th. Okay, this is about 125 yards away. Okay, see, you've made the green. That's good. Got a pretty big putt, though. All right, this one's about 75 yards out. Oh, a little bit long, possibly. Oh my, this is a heroic putt ahead of them. If they can sink this, yeah, that's hero status right there. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Ooh. Okay, not a bad effort from that distance. And this putt to go one up for the match. And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. All right, let's go. This one for the par. And if your opponent should sink this, they will have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Okay, 13th hole. This one's a par 4. Fairway has a downslope in the landing area, so keep that in mind. This is going to chase out a bit further down the fairway. Watch it go. And that green is well below us. We might need a little less club than normal. And they're setting this one up from about 105 yards from the pin. Well, this approach is leaning a bit to the right. Ooh, they almost dropped that chip on in there. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. Four feet to the cup. Okay, they've got a potential par save opportunity on the table. And there we go. And that hole will be halved. Let's see what happens here on number 14. And this one's around 235-ish to the pin. Okay, here's our third shot. And this putt is very, very long. Just do what you can. See if we can get this close, maybe. Ah, no good. Okay, par putt coming up. Bit long on that one. Okay, this one's a 3-footer. Okay, let's see what the next hole has for us. Okay, and as they drop that one in the cup, it's going to take the hole. Okay, your opponent is 1 up after that one. And this one is number 15. This one's a par 3. Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here. And let's see what you do off the tee here. Well, let's see what you got. Well, that approach kind of missed the mark a little bit. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. This one's for par. Looks like this putt goes downhill to the right. A little too hard. All right, let's do this. 18 feet to go. And this putt's moving to the left and up the hill. Looks like you got a line on this. Okay, sinking this will make them 2 up for the match. Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left. Okay, they've got this to go to 2 up for the match. All right, they got it to go, and that will win this hole. Well, that was a bit of a poor result, but we got another hole coming up next. Okay, on to 16. This one's a par 4. Okay, full sand. Let's go. And this one's about 100 yards out. And it looks like we have an uphill slope on the green, so got to make sure we get over that. Approach shot worked out just fine. Okay, 25-footer to go. Careful with this one, going downhill to the right. Oh my goodness. And they need this to win the match. I think this one will go left to right. And let's see if they can get this to go for par. Three feet to go. Okay, moving on. And that hole will be halved. And the next one is number 17. This one's a par 4. Okay, let's send it. Well, that one wasn't super clean. And setting up their shot here around 145 yards away. Okay, setting up here with an elevated green ahead. Good job. We're on the green. And they have got some distance to cover here. Let's see what goes down. I think this putt's going to break to the right. And that's not a bad effort. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. This one should be pretty straight to start off with, and then it goes a bit to the left. And well done. You got most of the way there. And they have this left for par. Okay, that putt's done. Well, that's too bad. Your friend is going to walk away victorious on this one and wound up 2 up on you at the end of this one. Well, I had a good time out there today. I am happy that you brought me along for the ride, and hopefully we'll see you real soon. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy. It is my great, distinct pleasure to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what happens today. I got good feelings. I'm going to leave it there. Just practicing the front 9 of this course today. Good luck in your round today. I got sand in my shoes already. Let's get out of here. Yikes. Now this one might come up a bit short. And this is our 3rd shot. All right, back in the fairway. Now let's just drop a dart onto that green. Well, let's see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. Oh, it almost went. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Ooh, almost in there with the chip. And you'll go 1 up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. And that's gonna go down. And that'll take the hole. Great work. I'm liking what you're throwing down here. You're 1 up after the first hole. And let's see what the second hole has in store for us. That should do nicely. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. And they're going with the 5-wood. Oh my, is he gonna get this one to go down? And look at this. This fella knows how to hit a golf shot. That one is dialed in there. And here you go. This for the birdie. Swung this way out to the right. Let's see it turn back. All right, maybe next putt we can drop it. Okay, we'll be all square if they should sink this. All right, now that you've conceded that putt, we'll head to the next hole. All square after that hole. We've got a par 4 3rd hole in front of us here. All right, let's send it. Well, something went wrong there. And here's your second shot on the 3rd. We're on the green with that one. Well done. Okay, this is the putt he has. Glad it's not us. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. Ooh, that was close. And this putt drops. You can go one up. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Okay, birdie putt drops. And after that one, you are one up in the match. We've got a long on this one. There we go. Great contact. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway. And this one's about 180 yards out. Oh, yeah, that's going to do just nicely. Going with the 9-iron. This one's a 10-foot putt. And this one's going a bit to the right. Oh, that could have been a birdie. We'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. And as he gets that one to drop, that will win the hole for him. And after that hole, we're all square. All right, lovely little par 3 here for the 5th. Well, not the purest of strokes. Well, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how he does out of the sand. Here's our second shot on this 5th hole. Okay, 3rd shot. Tell you the truth, I don't think he's going to make this. It's a bit long. And this one's, I think, going left to right. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. This putt's going left to right pretty hard. This one's looking decent. Oh, no! How dare you? How dare you do that to me? And now this from 4 feet. All right, need to get this putt down. This is to have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 6th hole. Oh yeah, off the downslope. This is going to chase out. All right, load up. Let's let this go. And it looks like that fairway has a bit of a downslope out there in the landing area. Could get some extra yards. Caught the downslope. Let's see how many more yards you get out of this one. It was tidy. Oh my, that almost dropped. And here's our second shot on the 6th. And sink this next putt and you'll grab that birdie. Well, this has my attention. There you go. Nothing wrong with that putt. And this putt's going to put him one up. I think he's put it on a good line. Oh, and the putt doesn't go. Okay, this one is for the par. All right, let's move on to the next. All right, if he drops this, he's going to halve the hole. And that hole's halved. And 7th hole is a par 5. All right, let's send this ball away. Was a good one. And from here, it's about 250 yards out. This one's going to get a little gritty here in the sand. This one's your third. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. And I think this one's breaking pretty hard right to left. And he needs this to save par. Let's see what happens. I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. Continues on a great line. Oh, and he gets it to go. 6 feet to go here. And that hole will be halved. We got a par 3 here on the 8th. Little less than pure on that swing. Have a good tee shot. And if you sink this, there's no way you can lose. You're going to take things dormy. This one looks like it'll go a little tiny bit to the right. And this putt to go one up for the match. Pretty sure this putt's a fairly straight one. Oh my, flew right by the hole. Oh, please get in there. And he's got around 4 feet to go here. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And we can cap off the front 9 with a par 4. Oh, this one's in the fairway. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. Well, you put a nice swing onto that one. It's about 195 yards to that pin from here. Maybe a member's bounce to the left. And here's his second shot. And if you sink this next putt, you will win the match. Let's do this. From there, fine effort. And he's lining this one up for the triple bogey. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. Ouch, right by the hole. He's got a 4-footer to deal with here. Oh yeah, great news here coming in hot off the presses. Your opponent has conceded this final hole, and that means we win. And the match is over. And guess what? You are the winner. Finishing at 1-up today. Good work. All right. Thank you so much for playing. That's going to do it for me. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and first of all, welcome to the nature. Second, welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. Looking forward to today, no question. And as we kick off our round, we got a par 4 right in front of us. It's time to get on our horse. Let's pop that drive into the fairway and be on our way. Setting up here about 105 from the pin. Oof, I didn't love seeing that. This one's a 7-footer. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go 1 up. Yikes, that went right by. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. All right, he dropped that one in there. That's going to win the hole. And a par 4 coming up here on the 11th. Looking forward to see what you do here. Nice swing. And hitting into an elevated green on this one. Nicely judged. Okay, second shot for him on this one. Here's a look for birdie. Got this to have the hole. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. All right, your opponent is 2 up for the match. Okay, on the tee of the 12th hole, it's a par 4. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Nice swing on that. And this shot is around 170 yards away. That is beautiful. Take this hole if you sink this putt. Oh, it goes down. That will win you the hole. And taking your friend down a peg after that hole, that's good work. And let's see what happens here on the 13th hole. And we found ourselves in the second cut here. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. This one needs to hold on to the fairway. All right, he's hung on to the fairway. No rough for him. And here's our second shot on the 13th. And just sneaking into the first cut of rough. And this one's from around 75 yards out. Setting up in the greenside rough, just about putting. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. That putt goes in, and he will win this hole. And your opponent is 2 up on you after that one. And now the 14th hole, it's a par 3. And here's a 6-iron from them. Okay, let's see what you got here. Come on, sit for us. All right, turns out we didn't miss the green. We didn't go long. We stuck the green. That's great. Bad part is it's a long, long putt to the hole. Okay, you need this to win the hole. Well, this one's starting out okay. Oh man, that could have been better, I think, but maybe a birdie on the next hole. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. And the putt goes down. Okay, your opponent's letting us move on here with our lives. No need to putt that little tiny putt, so we'll head to the next. Okay, here we go with the 15th hole. We got a par 4 on this one. All right, let's launch this into the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. Nothing wrong with that. And from here, we're looking at about 230 yards or so. And that green slopes away from you, so this approach could go a little long if you're not careful. This one's heading left. Let's see what he'll do here. He's got about 225 to go. Setting up his 3rd shot here. Maybe got this putt to win the hole. This one's going uphill and going to the right. Good putt from there. Not a lot left to do. And here we go. This is his par putt. I think it's breaking to the left. And that will do it for him on this hole. Secured his par. Just 4 feet left on this one. And that hole will be halved. Okay, 16th hole. This one's a par 5. Okay, time to send it. Alrighty, second shot on the 16th. I think we're coming up a bit short here. And he'll set up from 240 yards out. This approach is heading left. Just in the green side rough here. Good job. All right, let's see how he deals with this beach. Here we go, birdie putt. This one looks like it'll break to the right. So good. All right, and if he sinks this next putt, we go Dormy. All right, that putt will go. And that hole will be halved. Okay, par 3, 17th hole is next. Okay, on to 17. This one's a par 3. Going with the 5 wood on this one. Okay, let's see what you do here. This one's heading a bit right. All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. This is what our third shot's looking like. All right, if he sinks this, you're done, bud. Okay, this match is over after you conceded that final putt to your opponent. And this one is over. I had an enjoyable time with you today, even though you didn't win. That's all right by me. We'll regroup, and maybe next time you'll end up on top. And that's going to do it for us today. just flew by. Thanks again for playing, and we'll see you soon.